Next steps from here, like so I set up your whole profile, so your profile's all set up. You're gonna get an email. The email's pretty much the contract, goes over everything, and then once that's signed, you'll get another email with the onboarding. Everything's there as well. That's on Discord.
Okay.
That was a 1.5k down payment, and in 45 days we're doing the remainder of 1,000, so in total it's $2,500. Honestly, bro, if it wasn't for this guy, I remember before I got into sales, I had an SSMMA, and I started because of him. I actually joined this program. Like, looking back at it, it's like, bro, I've gone through such a crazy journey. I feel like I actually could have done a lot better. Looking back at the numbers, we did 5.5k in cash collected, we did 660 in commissions. What is up? We're back with another video today. Today we have 4 calls on my calendar and we are going to be recording a day in a life. I'm gonna go for a big cash collected day. It's been a little bit of a slow week getting into this week, but I wanna make sure I do end off the week off on a banger. Today is Thursday. We got 2 more weeks essentially till the end of the month. We got goals to hit, we got metrics to hit, which I will show you guys all later. How much cash collected on my month, what's my commissions for the month so far. So far, had my cold shower, had my morning routine. My first call is in 40 minutes, 30 minutes from now. So I'm gonna soon enough go down after getting some sunlight, prep up for the call and start crushing the day, baby. Feeling good today, feels super sunny than usual. So maybe that's a sign. Let's see it. Ciao, ciao.
No one checked on me when I needed, so I just stack my bread, stay in my bag and not in my feelings. Overthink too much, I get distracted, start to deep it.
So, just got back from the terrace. I will show you guys my to-dos because I just came here organizing my calendar for the day. So in fact, I actually show you right now. Pretty simple, straightforward today. So we have record the vlog, conversations rather than sales. Again, I just gotta have fun. If you look at my past video, if you have fun, you get paid, bro. Grind, and then wake up routine, morning routine, 1 hour knowledge content. As always getting smarter, always getting more knowledgeable. 30 minutes of sales focus, reading, CRM organization, pure meditation, save IG reels, and Slack reflection. The weekly goal is 25k cash collected, and we're currently at 3,200. And obviously reward rooftop shisha bar with some of the boys, man. I always tend to find when you actually set goals and you give yourself a reward rather than a punishment. I actually used to do punishments. It just doesn't work. You gotta reward yourself, and like I said, if I don't hit the goal, I ain't going to the shisha rooftop bar. That's how it works. Like, I gotta hit if I want to go, I have to hit the goal. Aside from my metrics, by the way, this is what we're currently looking like. I mean, cash collected so far for the month, we're at 60,000. We are at 8.3k in commissions. It's just about increasing that number towards 100k. So my monthly goal this month is 100k. We had a good start to the week. Second week was quite average, and then third week we're starting off slow, but I'm sure we're not gonna finish slow because so far I think it was here. There you go. We've had 5 calls on my calendar up until this point. 2 closes, 1 deposit. We are closing on there, and then we have close yesterday. I didn't close, but it was a follow up, and then a no show. So today we have 4 calls on my calendar, feeling super confident, and we gotta be pushing to the 100k cash collected. Because it's pretty crazy saying that my second month closing, but I have the skill set, and more importantly, I have the self-mastery it takes to be the type of person who can do 100k cash collected. Because like I said, I'm dialed in, I'm disciplined, I do my habits, I'm emitting a good frequency. So there's no reason why I should not be doing 100k cash collected, even if it's my second month. And I'm gonna push for it. But until then, I'm gonna start prepping for my call. I'll see what I do. They're very strict on that. Like, make sure you have good lighting. Maybe switch the location. Make sure you can get it super clearly.
Okay, let me try it again. All right, let me go in the other room real quick, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Sounds good. It worked?
Yes.
So that's what it was.
Payment successful. Yay.
Let's go. Awesome. First and foremost, I mean, how do you feel?
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I am excited.
Mm-hmm.
I want, what is today?
19th.
Thursday? I want to have my first product real quick. You 100%. Know why? Because I want to pay this off.
Yeah. And now you have a motivator. You have a motivator to, you have the first 30 days.
Yes.
And then maybe, who knows, maybe within the first 30 days you get the first one rolling. And I could already start the whole thing off. And what I will say to that is, even I remember the first time I invested into myself, it's like all the nervousness, the motivation, any emotions you feel, it's still totally normal. Like, investing into yourself, it's a very uncommon thing. Not a lot of people do, but the people who do it, long term they see the fruits of that labor. So I'm super excited for you. I like your story, and we're gonna make it work.
Yay! So what do we do now? What do I need to do?
Yes, so
Do
next
you have
steps.
homework for me or?
Yeah, so next steps from here, like so I set up your whole profile, so your profile's all set up. I'm gonna shoot this over to our support team, and within
Okay.
like the next 5-10 minutes, you're gonna get an email. The email is pretty much the contract, goes over everything, and then once that's signed, you'll get another email with the onboarding. Right, so onboarding's super simple. It'll give you access to the WAP, where you have the curriculum, and it'll give access to Discord. That's where we host our coaching calls, the product leads, the community, where you can speak. Everything's there as well. That's on Discord.
Okay.
I just wrapped up a call. Essentially, that was a 1.5K down payment, and in 45 days, we're doing the remainder of 1,000. So in total, it's a $2,500 deal. And the biggest takeaway I've learned, and this happened, I think it was with the takeaway from my last call, which was very similar to that call, but it is just not doing like the objection handling, the reframes like the high ticket sales community does things, bro. Like I previously could not close a single deal. Like when I had an objection handle, I would never objection handle anybody because I was way too, I was super sales pushy. I was very direct. I wasn't very human in that sense. I just followed this framework, followed this script. And I realized that when I just started being like conversations, like I started leading the fuck out, like I just there. I pitched 2,500. She was gonna like, no, I can't do this. But I locked it in because I was a human. And instead of leaving the call with nothing, I left with 1,500 and I left with 1,000 in 45 days. And I saved the deal. And the reason I feel like I saved it is because it was a money objection first, then it was a fear. But by me just being a human, by me just being a person and actually helping a prospect out, not being sales pushy, not hitting them with like these fucking crazy reframes, making them feel shit about themselves, I closed the deal. And I feel like that's one of the biggest takeaways I've learned. And for anybody watching this, if you are a sales, you are a high ticket closer, and you're doing these reframes that you see on IG reels and all the shit you've been taught, it's like, bro, it really boils down to just being a human, leading the fuck out. I go to the extent to the border where even tell them like, do you even need our help? Do you even want our help? And get them to the point where I'm pushing them away. Most of the time they reel back in and they tell you why they want to help, why they need help. You rephrase a couple of the things you had later in the call, right? You want to have a support system behind you. You want to have help. You want to have guidance. You want to make sure you have an environment where you can ask questions to when you need help. That's how I'm a deal maker. And that's how I like to go about things. And I'm going to continue doing it this way because it's obviously clearly working out. And I'm going to keep on pushing it and I'm going to keep testing the waters and just being overall a human. We have a call in 20 minutes, 15 minutes from now with the founder himself and a prospect. It's going to be a double close. It's a follow-up that I previously did and we'll see how it goes. I'll catch you when I do. Bro, I actually started listening to funk music like 2022, bro. And it's like you see the IG reels, bro, you see like the edits. Bro, I fuck with it hard, bro. Like listening to this type of music, bro, it's actually fire.
Put the link in the chat. Let me know what happens when you open it up. I'm gonna tell you what option to click. So when you open it, you see an option, it's a pink K. It's called Klarna.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So click that option, just tap on
Okay.
it. And then you see where it says like billing information, obviously, right? Like it'll say first, last name, email.
Yes.
So type in, yeah, first name, last name, email.
Okay, continue.
And then continue, yep.
You guys see my screen or no?
No, do you want to share really quick?
Yeah, it makes it quicker if you do, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Actually, yeah, I can show you how to do it if you, it's a little different than Zoom, but it's same premise, basically. So if you come back to if you come back to the tab with the meet, you see beside your camera, there's an icon. It's like a box and an arrow up. It's like an upload logo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You click that and then hit, there'll be like Chrome tab, window, entire screen. You see that?
Geez, I'm not seeing any of this stuff. Let's see.
So when you click this button, right, this is the button you want to hit, and you hit present something else, and hit window, entire screen, boom, share. Okay, so all you have to do is just click this button right here.
Hold on a second. Show me one more time.
So click this button, and then click. It'll pop up with the pop-up will look like this. All right, it'll look like this. Choose what to share, and then just hit Chrome tab, window, and then you want to hit entire screen.
We just wrapped up chilling for a little bit. We're currently outside in the kitchen. Cleaner is cleaning my room. Currently just watching a little bit of The Godfather, bro. Yes, sir, Honestly, bro, if it wasn't for this guy, I remember before I got into sales, I had a SSMMA, social media marketing agency, and I started because of him. I actually joined this program, Educate. That's where I kind of began. So like looking back at it, it's like, bro, I've gone through such a crazy journey since like 2023, 2022, trying to make money online, and now I've actually found something that's actually I'm good at, and I've been doing for the past year. As a setter, now transitioning into closing, second month, killing the game. So watching videos like him, I'm like, bro, it all began because of people like him, Mr. Him, the Top G's, the Tate brothers, the Luke Belmars, E-Man, he was a big role. Probably gonna watch a couple of this video. I got like 40 minutes out here, so I'm gonna watch a couple of that. Got a couple tasks to knock off, knowledge content, sales focus. Gonna track my CRM, that's another thing I'm gonna do. And then when I get back in my room, I'll do some meditation, some reading. And my next call's in 2 hours, so 2 hours left, and we'll go from there.
On, you can then focus on big companies that you're looking to exit and this and that. Like, you know, I have businesses of mine that I have a very large percentage and a large stake in that I'm not joking, seriously, lose millions of dollars a month. But that's fine because those are VC-backed companies. That's just the route that we've gone with those businesses.
I showed them love and they showed man hate. These days that is expected.
A little bit of a status check. We have around an hour and a half until our next call. Feeling a little bit tired, bro. I'm not gonna lie here, bro. Do you feel a little bit tired? I'm sure you guys can hear that motherfucker whistling. He always whistles, bro. He's hustling on the streets every single day. Like, a guy always sells something, bro. Like, I look to inspiration from that guy. If you can hear the fucking whistling right now, stop now. But either way, I think we have around an hour and a half. And then, like I said, I'm gonna try and do some reading, meditation. I'm gonna finish up my knowledge content. I wanna finish my 30 minutes of sales focus. I'm going to attempt to take off every single one of those tasks in the next hour and a half. And then I'll only have one left, which is a Slack reflection, which I'm not sure if I ever did tell YouTube. It's like on Slack, you can create a channel. I created my own channel, so just like a company has their company Slack, I have my own personal Slack, and it is titled My 9-Figure Journey. And I do a 5-minute Slack reflection the whole day. So who knows, maybe one day it might be public. I might make it as like a paid thing, I don't fucking know. But it'll be good for me to look back on, because like since 4 months ago, I started to do it, and I have a 5-minute recording of every single one of my days. And sometimes I do look back at them, like back in my Saturdays when I was making like 3K a month, and I look back at it, I'm like, fuck, bro. What a journey, bro, and we're only growing, man. And again, I'm at the level I'm at right now where we did 12K last month. This month we're on track to definitely beat 12K, and I'm still pushing. And it's still my beginning stages. It's still my early days, because I have such a long journey to go for.
7 for this objection, 7 for this objection, etc. What was the reasons you didn't close this out? Money, time, fear.
The 7 leverage points. Number 1, accepting the reality that you're not where you want to be. Part of how we do that, turning up to events like this and going, oh shit, I'm broke. My $10,000 a month is no fucking money.
We have officially ticked off pretty much all of the tasks. We have Save IG, Slack reflection, and evening routine. Those are all things I do in the evening. So we're doing good. We're on pace. Currently, we have 50 minutes left until my next call. Gonna listen to some music, gonna blast some things, and catch you when I do. So pretty much the call I just had, we had to reschedule. The lady is still at work, so we'll either probably have to reschedule her for later this evening if I want to have the call, which again, if she's open to it, I'll probably do it, even if it's at like 7 p.m, which it's a little late, but I'll make it happen. Or if we'll do it for tomorrow, and that's what we'll do for her. But it was a good set, so it's just a matter of finding a convenient time. But for that, what I am gonna do is not just sit around and do nothing about it. I think I got the term from, I think his name, but Brian Choi, one of the sales guys in this space, and that is not to be a princess closer. You know, and what he means by saying what's a princess closer, just a closer who is just, he gets a no-show, he gets rescheduled, he doesn't follow up with people, he just sits around doing nothing, and he expects everything to be fed to him. That's what I am not, and like I said, that's why I self-set people, and I'm probably gonna dedicate the next hour until my next call, just to see if I can set anybody, follow up with people, collect any remainder payments, and then just more so just be productive. So we'll see how it is, but I'll catch you when I do. So we have just wrapped up dialing a little bit on the CRM, going through a couple of the leads. However, nothing really came out of it, just a couple follow-ups, reaching out to people at a future date for future payments. We have a call in 50 minutes. which I'm going to start prepping up for. That'll be the last call for the day, unless we reschedule the other prospect for later this evening. But more than likely, I haven't heard back. So we're probably gonna have our last call today. So we're gonna wrap it off and hopefully end it off with a bang. So we have a no-show, bro. We have ourselves a no-show. I think I'm gonna try and reach out to the first lady, see if she's out of work. Maybe we can do the close call in like 10 minutes with her. But either way, I'm gonna try and be productive. I'm gonna try and see if I can speak to a couple prospects, maybe even self-set a couple people for at least the next hour. We can't end the day off with no wins. We gotta at least try. We at least gotta send somebody. We're gonna do something. I know we will. But until then, ciao, ciao. We essentially tried reaching out to people. No pickups yet. I actually have one call with somebody to discuss us sending them into a higher stage of the program later this evening, and I have 2 people that I need to still speak to. So we still probably have some opportunity, enough today with at least some sort of win. Either way, we did just order our dinner. It's on the way as we speak, and we'll see how things go. But I am gonna break my fast. I'm super hungry, and I actually did speak to the offer owner, and on the call that we had earlier today was a 4.5k deal. I will be ascending him into a higher program on Saturday, and I'm gonna send him we agreed on 12k, so that'll be from 4.5 till 12, so 7.5 is what I'm gonna charge him extra. So we'll see how it goes. One thing we do very good though is ascending people. What that does is it's a very good way of increasing LTV. For those who don't know, lifetime value. Because again, we're acquiring our CAC ratio to LTV ratio is crazy, bro. Because again, all of our traffic, nearly all of it is all organic. Pretty much all of it is all organic. And our LTV is very high. Because we close them like today, that guy, close them for 4.5k. Once we close a prospect, we then have an onboarding call where we onboard somebody. But on that call, we also ascend them. And we charge them an extra amount of money. For some clients, we have an LTV of like 10k plus. Like our ascension rate when we do have the onboarding calls, like I think it's like 70%, 80%. Because it's the all owner himself, like the founder himself jumps on the call. But this one on Saturday, I'm gonna take care of it because I actually had a very good relationship with him, and I'm more than capable of doing it myself. A little nugget for you guys watching, like again, if you are a closer as well, ascend people, bro. Ascend people. It is a very good way of getting extra commissions, extra cash collected, because they're technically already a customer, they're already a buyer. What you're doing is just ascending them, and this sale is like 70% easier because they're already a student, they already are in your ecosystem, they already believe in you. You're just saying like, I got this thing that's probably gonna help you out a little bit more. You want to do that? And you do it, man.
I did not know that. No one told me that.
Morris, he's in the fairway. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're fine. Good shot.
Where are you?
Capital situation. I mean, how much would you say you currently have saved up to be able to put into the business to obviously get things up and running?
Probably like 1,000, but I'm having to pay for other things out of the 1,000.
Well, what other things you having to pay off?
Well, not to pay off, but I need to pay the $349. I need to get my systems like AMZ Scout, other things like that to keep her, other things like that to make sure I'm able to use it.
Well, I will say one thing. I mean, people have like the misconception of like, oh, you need crazy amounts of capital to be able to do the business. I mean, are you willing? Or at least I'll say one thing, if capital is a little bit low, I mean, do you have any, because I know one common way students like to go about things is like credit lines. So I mean, would you say you have any credit lines or any available credit?
Yeah, I got a credit, I'm paying that down myself too. So I'm just now getting back from over the job, the job loss. So I'm getting to the moment where I'm paying off my credit cards.
Gotcha. So do you have any like available credit to be able to put into the business or not as of yet?
No, sir. I gotta pay it off.
Gotcha. Well, if that's the case, man, I mean, here's the thing. It definitely helps to have some capital. I mean, the more the better. If it's just a matter of obviously you have things you got to pay in the next upcoming days or weeks, then I'll probably take care of that first. But as soon as you're in a better position where you're financially a little bit better, like we're happy to help. I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help people, and again, we're always being flexible, so we can always work something out. I'm sure we can.
Yes, sir. I'll reach out.
Okay. Until then, I would say good go for you. I mean, if you can have 1,000 just towards the business. All right, so obviously I know you have 1,000 currently, but you have the 359 or 349 to pay off, other things to go over. That I think if you get 1,000 just for this, I think that's enough for you to begin with. Just for context, like the man himself, he began with, I think it was like 2,000. So that's not much of a difference, but we tend to find like 1,000. That's good enough.
Okay, I will reach out.
Aside from that, man, best luck in college, man. I know you say you're studying supply chain analysis, so best luck on that, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm going to attend class in next few moments.
Gotcha, brother. All right, well, have a good one, brother. So we have wrapped up the day, reflecting about my day and going about things I could have done better, things I could have done more of. Mixed emotions on the day, to be honest. I feel like I actually could have done a lot better. Obviously we had the 2 close calls that did show up. Technically 100% close rate on people that did show up. You obviously had the 3rd call, that prospect was at work, so we had to reschedule that one, and then the 3rd one no-showed, which I'll get back to. Looking back at the numbers, we did 5.5k in cash collected. We did 660 in commissions, which is not bad. I mean, we're on track for our targets. And like I said, I really want to push for the 100k cash collected. That's my target this month. I want to be able to do it. If I keep on doing what I'm doing now, I will be in my 2nd month closing, and I would have closed 100k cash collected. And I want to turn around and say, yes, I did that shit. So I'm pushing for it, trust me. One reflection that I learned out of reading the book, Outsmarting Reality by Neuro Knowledge. And that lesson that I learned today was pretty much anything you say and utter, you must do. And what it pretty much signifies is if you want to control your reality, you want to control the life you want to live, and live in your desired reality, that you must be in tune with your self-mastery. And you must be in tune with, if you say you're going to do something, you do it. And the best example that I saw in the book was pretty much the saying of, how can you expect to control reality if you cannot control yourself? You want the universe to go in your favor. How can you put yourself in favor? How can you say something like, I'm gonna have a cold shower tomorrow, I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow, I'm gonna listen to the sales recording, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and not do it, and then expect reality to change? Can't be the case. You must follow through with everything you utter. I already knew that beforehand, because I'm a big believer in, again, following through on my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, it's an iron will that I will accomplish it. But it was a good reminder, and for those that don't know about this, do it. So I'll leave you with that lesson. Drop your biggest takeaway. I remember I always look at day in the lives, and the reason I do day in the lives myself is that I can also inspire people. People can see my journey, they can see my trial and error, they can see my development, and you can learn from it. And if you're smart enough, you should learn from it, because you can learn anything from anybody, and I do that. I guarantee you I'll learn something from a homeless guy, bro. Anybody, bro. I'll learn something. Because I'm that type of guy. I extract lessons out of people. And what I would say to you guys, drop your biggest takeaway and the biggest thing that you guys learned. And what I'll say from that is, the next time you'll probably see me, probably be in a different country. I'll leave you guys to know what it is on the next one. So drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.